Let's take up Gelder's method. Gelder's method is used for estimation of nitrogen in foodstuffs, amides, cyanides, which on hydrolysis or treatment with concentrated sulfuric acid can liberate ammonia. So it has limited application. It's not applicable to all type of compounds. Here what we do, we take the organic compound, known weight of organic compound in this Gelder's flask, and we add concentrated sulfuric acid. We also add copper sulfate, which raises the boiling point of sulfuric acid. And this mixture is heated for around 2 hours, and this process is called digestion. During this process, ammonia will be liberated from the organic compound, which will combine with sulfuric acid so as to form ammonium sulfate. Now, all the contents of this flask are transferred to this round bottom flask, which is fitted with the Gelder strap quantitatively. Quantitatively means each and every drop of the contents should be transferred to this. Then we add 40% NaOH so that the solution becomes alkaline. And here ammonia will be liberated. Ammonia will pass through this Gelder strap, and on condensation, here we have taken known volume of standard acid, that is 1 molar sulfuric acid or 1 molar HCl, and ammonia will be absorbed in this sulfuric acid. After it is completely, the whole ammonia which is evolved is absorbed by sulfuric acid. This sulfuric acid we will titrate with the help of NaOH to find out how much volume of sulfuric acid remain unneutralized with ammonia. And by finding out unutilized sulfuric acid by ammonia, we can also find out that how much volume of sulfuric acid was neutralized by ammonia. And by this volume, we can do calculation to find out the percentage of nitrogen present in given compound. Here, nitrogen containing compound is treated with concentrated sulfuric acid to get ammonium sulfate, which liberates ammonia on heating with NaOH, and ammonia is absorbed in volume of standard solution of acid, sulfuric acid or hydrochloric acid. This is the basic principle of this method. This is the limitation of the method. The method is not applicable to the compounds containing nitrogen in the ring, for example, pyridine, quinoline, and compounds containing nitrogen directly to oxygen, that is nitro, or another nitrogen containing compound, azo compounds. Why this method is not applicable to these compounds? Because these compounds do not liberate ammonia by treatment with concentrated sulfuric acid. These are the chemical reactions taking place. That organic compound reacts with sulfuric acid to form ammonium sulfate. Ammonium sulfate is treated with excess of NaOH to give sodium sulfate plus ammonia plus water. And this ammonia we are absorbing in known volume of sulfuric acid to form ammonium sulfate. Let us do the calculation. Let the mass of organic compound taken be m gram. Volume of sulfuric acid of molarity m taken is Vml. This is the initial volume of sulfuric acid which we have taken for neutralization with ammonia. And whatever is left unused, that we titrate with NaOH. So volume of NaOH of molarity m used for titration of excess of sulfuric acid is equal to V1 ml. V1 ml of NaOH of molarity m will combine with V1 divided by 2 ml of sulfuric acid of molarity m. Why V1 by 2? Because 2 NaOH will react with 1 H2SO4 to give Na2SO4 plus water. Volume of sulfuric acid of molarity m unused will be equal to initial volume V minus V1 by 2, which is unused. So we will find out this is the volume of sulfuric acid unused. V1 minus V1 by 2 ml of sulfuric acid of molarity m. This unused is by NaOH. So it means it was neutralized by ammonia. So V1 minus V by 2 ml of sulfuric acid of molarity m will neutralize twice of V minus V1 by 2 ml of ammonia of molarity M. Why? Because 2 moles of ammonia will combine with H2SO4 to form ammonium sulfate. Now 1000 ml of 1 molar ammonia solution contains 17 grams of ammonia or 14 grams of nitrogen, and 2 into V minus V1 by 2 ml of ammonia solution of molarity M contains 14 into molarity into 2 into V minus V1 by 2 divided by 1000 gram of nitrogen. Percentage of nitrogen, this expression will multiply with 100 over m. So the final formula we get 1.4 into m into 2 into V minus V1 by 2 divided by weight of organic compound taken. Let's take up numerical based on Gelder's method. During estimation of nitrogen present in an organic compound by Gelder's method, the ammonia evolved from zero point 0.5 gram of compound in Gelder's estimation of nitrogen neutralized 10 ml of 1 molar sulfuric acid. Find out the percentage of nitrogen in compound. 1 ml of 10 ml sulfuric acid will neutralize 1 ml of 20 ml of ammonia. Why? Because 1 mole of sulfuric acid will react with 2 moles of ammonia. 1000 ml of 1 molar ammonia contains 14 grams of nitrogen, and 20 ml of 1 molar ammonia contains 14 into 20 divided by 1000 gram of nitrogen. Percentage of nitrogen will be 14 into 20 divided by 1000 into 100 divided by 0.5. 0.5 is the mass of organic compound. The percentage will come out to be 56%. Next we are taking Carius method. A known mass of organic compound is heated with concentrated, rather fuming sulfuric acid in the presence of silver nitrate contained in a hard glass tube known as Carius tube. This tube which we have shown you, this is Carius tube. Here we have taken known weight of organic compound treated with concentrated fuming nitric acid, and then we have added excess of silver nitrate. The halogen present in form the corresponding silver halide. It is filtered, washed, dried and weighed. Now halogens which are possible, if chloride ion is present, you will get white precipitate of AgCl. If bromide ions are present, we will get yellow precipitate of AgBr. And if iodide ions are present, we will get dark yellow or greenish yellow precipitate of silver iodide. Fluorine cannot be estimated by this method because AgF is soluble in water and cannot be precipitated. Percentage of chlorine, how do we find out? 35.5 is the atomic weight of chlorine divided by molecular weight of silver chloride 143.5 into weight of AgCl formed divided by weight of organic compound into 100 will give us percentage of chlorine. Percentage of bromine will be 80, atomic weight of bromine 188, molecular weight of AgBr into weight of AgBr which is formed and weight of organic compound taken into 100. Percentage of iodine will be equal to 127 is the atomic weight of iodine, 235 is the molecular weight of silver iodide into weight of AgI formed divided by weight of organic compound into 100. Let's take up numerical based on estimation of halogens by Carius method. In Carius method of estimation of the halogen, 0.15 gram of an organic compound gave 0.12 gram of AgBr. Find out the percentage of bromine in the given compound. Molar mass of AgBr is 108 plus 80, 188 gram per mole. And 188 gram of AgBr contains 80 gram of bromine. 0.12 gram of AgBr will contain 80 into 0.12 divided by 188 gram of bromine. Percentage of bromine will be 80 into 0.12 divided by 188 into 100 divided by 0.15, which is the weight of organic compound. On calculation we get 34.04%, and this is the percentage of bromine present in given compound. Next we are taking estimation of sulfur. This is also Carius method. A known mass of an organic compound is heated in Carius tube with sodium peroxide or fuming nitric acid. What is the role of the sodium peroxide or fuming nitric acid? This converts sulfur present in organic compound 2 sulfuric acid or sulfate ions. So sulfur present in the compound is oxidized to sulfuric acid and it is precipitated as barium sulfate by adding excess of barium chloride solution. The precipitate is filtered, washed, dried and weighed, and the percentage of sulfur can be calculated from the mass of barium sulfate formed. Let the mass of organic compound taken be m gram and the mass of barium sulfate formed will be m1 gram. 1 mole of BaSO4 molecular weight will be 233 gram of BaSO4 which contains 32 gram of sulfur. M1 gram of BaSO4 will contain 32 by 233 into M1 gram of sulfur. Percentage of sulfur will be 32 into M1 into 100 divided by 233 into M. M is mass of organic compound. So this formula will be used for estimation of sulfur in given organic compound. Let's take up numerical based on this. In sulfur estimation, 0.157 gram of an organic compound gave 0.4813 gram of barium sulfate. What is the percentage of sulfur in the compound? Molecular weight of BaSO4 is 233 gram. 233 gram of BaSO4 contains 32 gram of sulfur. 0.4813 gram of barium sulfate contains 32 divided by 233 into 0.4813 gram of sulfur. To find out percentage, 32 into 0.4813 into 100 divided by 233 into 0.157 which is the mass of organic compound given. The percentage will come out to be 42.10%. Next we are taking estimation of phosphorus. Mass of organic compound is heated strongly with fuming nitric acid in which phosphorus present in organic compound is oxidized to phosphoric acid. It is precipitated with the help of ammonium molybdate in the presence of excess of nitric acid and it will give us ammonium phosphomolybdate. The other way is that phosphoric acid may be estimated by adding magnesium mixture which mainly contains magnesium chloride, ammonium chloride and being basic medium. So we get white precipitate of magnesium ammonium phosphate. Now this compound may lose ammonia and its weights may change. So what we do, we heat it so as to get magnesium pyrophosphate. So we dry magnesium pyrophosphate and weigh and from that we can calculate percentage of phosphorus. There are two methods. First method, let the mass of organic compound be m gram and mass of ammonium phosphomolybdate is m1 gram. The molar mass of ammonium molybdate comes out to be 1877 gram. So the percentage of phosphorus will be 31 which is atomic weight of phosphorus divided by 1877 into m1 weight of ammonium phosphomolybdate formed into 100 divided by weight of organic compound. If we estimate phosphorus as magnesium pyrophosphate, there are two phosphorus, so we write 62. Divide by 222 which is molecular weight of pyrophosphate into M1 which is weight of magnesium pyrophosphate formed into 100 divided by weight of organic compound will give us percentage of phosphorus. 222 is the molar mass of magnesium pyrophosphate, M1 is mass of magnesium pyrophosphate formed and 62 is total mass of phosphorus which we have put in this formula to get percentage of phosphorus.